So everyone who watched the Game Awards probably saw the announcement for the new Divinity game. Arguably, at least in me and my bias, I think it was the biggest announcement of the night. Arguably, it should have been the last and biggest announcement of the night instead of Highward or whatever game was in its place, which is a game that admittedly didn't look too bad, but probably shouldn't have been the last announcement. But I digress. It's not my award show to criticize. The studio from Baldurs Gate 3, Larion, hasn't said a whole lot since then. But today they came out with an announcement from Bloomberg where they talked about why they're making a new game and how they're trying to push things further forward. And it's a pretty long article. There's a good amount you could read from it. It probably is worth you taking the time to read it if you're interested in Divinity or just the studio in general. But people on Twitter pointed out about two, mostly one, but we'll say two-ish paragraphs talking about how the studio is using AI for its video games. And I do think that's worth at least talking about. Now, to quote, under Vince, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't particularly care. Larion says they've been pushing hard on generative AI. Although the CEO says the technology hasn't led to big gains in efficiency, he says there won't be any AI-generated content in Divinity. Everything is human actors. We're writing everything ourselves, but the creators often use AI tools to explore ideas, flesh out PowerPoint presentations, and develop concept art and write placeholder text. Also included, it says the use of generative AI has led to some pushback at Larion, but I think at this point everyone in the company is more or less okay with the way we've been using it. So, this has, as I said earlier, gone to some pushback on Twitter, as some people are pretty disappointed in an indie game studio using AI for their games, when they could just hire more people to do the work. Some of the contents on here say things like, develop concept art? Why not just employing explicit concept artists? Or someone else saying, hey, so using AI to generate concept art and explore ideas means there is indeed AI in the game. He's taking his fans for idiots. And there's a lot of feedback. Other people saying, this is how it starts. Oh, we're just using AI for this part here. Something small. And it's going to inch harder further every day, implying that eventually even small studios will use AI for a majority or all of their work. But then you see other people on Twitter also saying things like, this is what AI should be doing. It's not a tool, it's a replacement. Which, I don't know. I think it's all pretty valid feedback. I wouldn't mind, getting more, what they're doing with AI just to get my own opinion. But in all seriousness, I'm probably going to end up buying Divinity no matter what, because Divinity 2 was a really good game. I know Baldur's Gate was also really good, but, why would I expect this to also not be a good game, and why would I miss out on it? I digress. People can form their own opinions. I just thought I'd share this stuff because I thought it was interesting. So, that's it. Post comments on your opinions. Do YouTube, subscribe, whatever. Do it. Do YouTube stuff. I've had more critics recently. I don't know. I'll see you later. Have a good night. Bye.